didn't show me all the this thing. It just showed me a slash. Why is that?
Slash means uh, any compile time error?
No, no
No.
compile time.
So means I,
Everything
I
worked, but when everything worked, but it only showed a slash. It didn't show the C.
which
Why is
operating
that?
system you are using?
Mac. It's
Mac
OS.
OS, yeah. I think in the Mac OS, uh, only in the output only slash is there.
Yeah,
This
this one. Yeah, yep,
one time or
this one.
one time. Mac OS actually I didn't try on the Mac OS. I only use
Mhm.
Windows. Uh,
Yeah.
the code is
The
correct.
others work fine. The other,
Other is working fine.
yeah, only this.
Okay. Let I will check on the internet. Okay, I will give the solution
Okay,
tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay.
okay.
What is wrong with this? Okay. Now after yes, we have covered output streams and input streams.
Mm.
So after these classes, there is another classes for reading and writing purpose, that is reader class and writer class. So and writer class is an abstract class. So we generally use there is drive class is file writer and buffer writer, and in case of reader, file reader and buffer reader. So difference between stream classes and reader writer classes, that uh, just note here, when we use reader and writer class for reading and writing purpose, then it will transfer the data from the file or to the file in the form of character. Okay, but in stream classes it will read and write data in the form of byte. Okay, so character is means size of character is 2 byte. So obviously the reader writer class is faster as compared to stream classes. Okay, so if you want to read and write data in the character format, then reader writer class is used, because there is a two type of stream. Either you can read or write data in the file character wise or in the byte forms. Okay, data will be transferred in two way, either as a character form or byte form. So stream classes uses bytes for transferring the data, and reader writer class uses characters. Okay,
So
so
we don't have to change the. We don't have to use the byte thing we used on the other one, right?
yeah, if you want to, if there is file size is very high, means there is a bigger size of file, then reader writer class is better
Okay.
at the time of reading. Okay. So I'm writing a program for file writer for writing a content in the file, creating the object of file writer class and specifying the here name of file. Okay, if you use a slash means that is backslash
Mhm.
test. Now, what is difference between these? Suppose if I want to print hello on the console, then I need to read hello in this way. Okay, but I want to now output will be hello, but out in the output double quotes is not there. Okay, but in the output console window I want to print double quotes also. Okay, means I want to print hello in this manner, means I want to double quotes must be there in the output. So how we can write this? It is giving the error. Getting, I want to include double quotes in the output. Okay, I want to print hello in the double quotes on the console. So for this purpose I need to use slash here. Okay,
Okay.
right now it give the error because it starting the string from here and ending the string. Okay,
Mm.
and again here starting the string, ending the string. So it not consider that double quote is a part of whole string. Okay, I want to tell the compiler that this double quotes is a part of complete string. Okay, don't
Mhm.
start the string from here and end this string here. Okay, because this double quotes is a part of complete string, so I need to put here slash. Okay, now it will work. Now after this slash, any special character is a will become part of complete string. Okay, so now it will print the hello in the console in double quotes. Okay,
Mhm.
so this if you use forward slash only one time, then it will give error here. Why it giving the error? So problem is that slash t is a in the programming language, C language, C++ and Java. Slash t meaning of that is a escape character. Slash n for suppose name of folder is nest, nest. Then there is a meaning of slash n is different in programming language C, C++, Java. It's working like a new line character. Okay, that's why it giving the error here. So instead of means if you want to use slash n means forward slash, then you need to put one slash again, means two slash you need to use. Now this slash just like here, this slash telling to the compiler that this next character after this slash is a part of complete string. Similarly, this slash is telling to the compiler then this slash is part of complete string. So now it doesn't give the error. Okay,
Mhm.
so instead of this forward slash you can use backward slash, it will also working fine. No need to write a double backward slash. Okay, because this is not a new line character, that's why it working fine. But if you write
Mhm.
forward slash, then it is a new line character, that's why it give the error. Okay,
Mhm.
so both slash is also valid, but if you use forward slash, then you need to write two times that slash.
Mhm.
Okay, so in the hello.txt and test folder, I want to write one string. This string I want to write. So it's a very simple. We need to call the write function, passing the string s which you want to write in the file, and you need to provide here. Okay, so I want to store write this string value. So I'm calling the write function here and passing that string, and this is the offset value means I want to write this complete string. So string is started from 0 1 2 3, so it's started from 0 to length of this string, so s dot length is there. Okay, so when I executing this code, then it will if file is not there hello.txt, then it will create the hello.txt and write this is a file data demo string in the hello.txt. Same, it will open the file in the overwrite mode. So all the content is previous content is erased and new content is written. Okay. So this is a starting index and last index. I want to write complete string. That's why 0 and length is there. So only write method is used. So it will write the string one by one character. Means it will write the data in the form of character. So firstly it will write the first zeroth index character, after that first index character, then second, and till the x dot length it will write each and every character. Now
Wait.
yes,
What is that first S on the file, right?
is a data, that is s. I want to write this complete string s and starting from 0 to s dot length.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So it's three parameters, right?
Yeah, three parameters there. First one is string, and other than is two integer, start
Okay.
offset value and length. Okay,
Okay.
starting point and ending point. So this file reader class read the contain means in the character form. So firstly it will read the first character from the file, that is t. Okay. See what happen if you store a character in the integer value, it doesn't give the error. Okay, if you printing the value of x, then what value it will print? Now what is the value of x now? If I writing this, executing this code,
This is A.
a is a what?
65.
Yeah,
This
65 is the Unicode values 65. S- So in this manner, in this, so file reader class will read all the content in the character format. So it will firstly read the first character. Okay. So I'm taking one integer value here, and while x equals to fr dot read. Read method is there, which read one character at a time and returning that character in the x. Okay, so x is an integer. So suppose first character is t, then Unicode values of t will be comes in the x variable, and I want to continue this loop until we find -1, not equals to -1. So -1 is the end of file character. If all the characters written in from the read from the file, then it will at the end it will return -1. So I want to compare this with the -1. That's why I am using integer variable here. So first character t, suppose first character is a, okay, in the file. So 65 will become in the x. Now condition will become 65 is not equals to 1, -1, true. Now simply printing the again converting this x into the character. So it will print at a, because x containing 65, then again 65 automatically converted, casted in the character, and it become a. Okay, so in the same manner it will read each and every character. So -1 is the end of file character. If all the characters is read from the file, then it at last it will return -1. So it's a symbol for end of file. So in the output printed this is file writer demo. So it is read the data in one by one characters, and until the loop is continue, it doesn't means loop will be continue until it doesn't return, file doesn't return the -1. Okay, and at last closing the resources. So this
Error?
is file writer and file reader demo. Any doubt?
I don't know. It keeps stucking. I don't know. It's all of a sudden.
Okay.
Okay, file reader. So after that you close it, right?
Hmm. Yes. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So this program is not using the buffer memory. So next classes is use the buffer memory, that is buffer writer and buffer reader. So same program, but in this program I am using buffer memory, buffer writer. So here for calling the write method, I am using the buffer writer object and buffer writer dot flush. If you doesn't use the flush method, then data will not be write in the file. So flush method must be used. Same in the case of reading. Hello. अरे यार ये क्या बहनचोद Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in this program, buffer memory is used at the time of writing and at the time of reading. Only I have changed changes is that this write and read method. Now I'm calling this write and read method using buffer writer and buffer reader object. Only these changes is that. So internally it will uses the same buffer memory, that is 512 bytes internally. If you want to extend the size of internal buffer memory, then you can pass integer value. here. Okay. So yes, output is the same as previous one, but this program is much faster than previous one. क्या नाटक है यार. Yeah, wait, Omar, first. Just wait, hold on for 5 minutes. No? 2 minutes, means.
Okay.
I think now it's fine. Okay. Yeah, you understand this code?
So it creates a file writer,
Yeah, file
buffer
writer,
writer.
buffer writer. So buffer memory is internally used.
Why do you use 1024? You
Yeah, 1024 is a
uh,
by default size of buffer memory is 512 bytes. Okay. By
okay.
default it uses
Okay.
512 bytes. But if you want to increase the size of buffer, so you can pass values.
Okay.
Okay, any value, integer value. Now it uses size of buffer internally 1045 bytes internally. So
Mm.
we can extend the size of buffer.
What is the use of extending? It's faster or
Yeah, obviously, if you want to means it will write firstly 512 bytes. By default 512 is there, so it will write 512 bytes firstly in the buffer memory and transfer that 512 bytes in the file. After that, next set of 512 bytes will become in the buffer memory. So
Okay.
suppose size of file is 1000 byte. Okay, so it will divide into two tokens. First token of 512 bytes, because 512 is a internal buffer size, and means 512 bytes will be write in the file in two times. Is that clear?
Mm.
Because size of
Yeah.
buffer is 512. If you extend the size 1000, then
Okay.
obviously it will much faster. But file
Yeah.
size is less, then obviously why we, if file size is 400 byte only, so obviously it's occupy the 1000 bytes memory in the buffer, but only 40 bytes is used. So that's why Java provide 512 byte default value.
Okay.
Okay, so generally we don't extend the size of buffer. It automatically take the 512 bytes internally. Okay, so this is about buffer writer, file writer. So in the earlier session we have discussed about how to take input from user. Okay, so for taking the input from user, scanner class is there. Okay, so scanner class doesn't use buffer. Okay, so in the earlier session we have discussed about scanner class, right? How to take the input from user.
Mm.
So there is one more way for how to take the input from user using buffer reader class. Okay, so I'm explaining how we can take the input from user using buffer reader class. So one more class is there, input stream reader. So new system.in for getting the input from console. Okay, system.in. We already use the system.in the scanner class also. Okay, so in the previous session when we creating the object of scanner class, in the constructor of a scanner class we passing this system.in object. So same, we want to take the input from user, that's why system.in is there. Now buffer, this enter your name. Okay, so firstly I'm executing this code, after that I will show you.
Hello.
So I'm taking the input from user, enter your name, so Nitin, and it's asking for the age. Okay, so it printed the name and age here. So firstly, when I am running this code and explaining how this code is working. So firstly, it's asking for enter your name. If I writing here Nitin, and when I press the enter key, then system.in will read this Nitin and insert it in the is object, that is input stream reader object. Okay. After that, from the is object buffer. Okay, actually buffer readers is not directly deals with system.in or in the file. Means buffer memory in the previous program which we have discussed, it reading the data from the file writer class. Okay, we never pass the directly path and name of the file in the buffer writer or buffer reader. It
Mm.
firstly means file writer must be there between buffer memory and file. Okay, so system.in will read this data from the console and store in the is object, and from is object buffer memory will read the data and insert it in the br object, and from br object there is a method readline that read the data from the br object and inserted in the name variable. Okay, so when I pressing the enter, this br.readline inserted that contain from the console to the name variable. Okay,
Mm.
after that again it's asking the age. If I enter the age and press enter, then again br dot system dot in read that age 30 inserted in the is, and from the data from is object it will insert it in the br, and from the br readline method it will insert it in the age and it will print out the value of both name and age. Okay, so there is a one method readline that only return string value, so you need to convert this integer value in using integer dot parseInt method of integer. Okay, but scanner class there is a method next int, next float, next double. Okay, but
Mm.
buffer memory always return the string. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the another way how to take the input from user from command. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay,
I have seen an error like
Ben.
when you I have seen like an error when you're entering when you're taking user's input. Sometimes it skips one line like.
Okay. In case of scanner class, when you using the scanner class, means it you get error in case of scanner class.
I think it's I don't know which class
Okay,
is
okay.
that, but I have.
At the time of giving the input from console, it will skip the one data. Okay.
Mm.
Actually, I think you have used scanner class one method, that is sc.next, right? This method, I think you use that in that program.
Maybe.
This
It said something is stored in the buffer memory and it
is
skips it.
actually
You have to type a new line between those or something.
scanner class doesn't use the buffer memory. Actually, you have write that program using scanner class or buffer reader.
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Okay, okay.
I wrote it a couple of
Yeah,
years
okay.
back.
In that program, actually, yeah, this type of problem maybe occur because of next method. Okay, instead of using next method, there is one more method of scanner class for reading the string value. That is next line. Okay,
Okay.
if you're using next line method, then you never uh, get that type of problem. Okay,
Um,
so next line method, L is capital in this next line. Okay, this method. So see what is the problem if you enter your name and space, then if you write your surname, okay, means two token at the time of entering your name, full name. Okay, then next method will not work. It's only read first token, only name. Okay, it doesn't read the space. That is a problem. So if you want to read complete line, then next line method is there. Okay,
No, this error was like this. If you have a system.out.println, right? And you
yes,
have entered your name. And after that, there is string name is equal to BR read line, right?
yeah,
And then there was another system.out.println, enter your father's name or something.
yeah,
And you have string father's name that you have a read line, right? After
yes,
that, you have enter your age. So when you run the program, when you enter your name, if I write Omar and next one, it's not going to read father's name. It's going to go all to the enter your age, all of a
Okay,
sudden.
okay, okay, okay. So yeah, problem is that because you have used next, because next method doesn't never read the space. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If you use next line method, then it will working fine. Okay, just try this program. Instead of using next method, you try next line method. Okay.
Okay.
तो बैठना है धोखा है ना Okay, so I think times. Okay. So this is another way for taking the input from user. So we have gone through reader writer classes, output stream and input stream classes. Now the very important topic, that is serialization. Serialization and deserialization. Okay. So serialization is a process to write to save the object. Okay,